Hello guys, it's just finished West Ham 3, Manchester United 1 at the London Stadium, and I'm going to be doing something which I've not done for a while, and that is a match reaction video. I did these sort of videos in like the 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17 season. I didn't do it last season, and I don't plan on doing it this season. But after watching Manchester United get dismantled and comfortably beaten by a very poor West Ham team who have been very poor this season, after seeing Manchester United get put out of the Carabao Cup by Derby, who are a championship side, and after seeing Wolves boss Manchester United and come away with a well-deserved point, which they could have got even more last Saturday at Old Trafford, I can't just sit here and just twiddle my thumbs and do a few tweets and just be a bit pissed off. I'm absolutely fuming because there's something has to change. Man United aren't doing the basics. They're not doing the fundamentals right. There is something wrong at Manchester United. It's getting a bit sour. It's getting a bit toxic. You can just see that we're going down. It's a downward spiral from here. Something's got to change. Something's got to go. And I don't know what. We've got some good players. In the Wolves preview, I talked about who's to blame. Mourinho. I talked whether it's Mourinho, the players, or Woodward. For me, it's not Woodward's fault. Okay, yes, he could have gotten a few players. Okay, yes, he could have maybe have gotten someone like Gareth Bale or Ivan Perisic, or gotten another centre back like Toby Alderweireld. But when you look at that Manchester United squad, I bought a programme for the Man United Wolves game last week, and I looked at the back of the programme, I looked at that Man United squad, and I thought, you know what, we've got a fantastic squad. A squad that should be there challenging for the title. A squad which should be going far in the Champions League, not getting put out by Derby in the Carabao Cup, not getting beat 3-1 by West Ham in the manner we did, yeah? It's the manner of it, yeah? That's what I'm trying to say. So, you know what, it's not Woodward's fault. It's the players and it's the managers. The players aren't performing. It's a group of individuals. You look at Martial, you look at Pogba, you look at Sanchez. They're all fantastic players, but they're not working together. They're not working together. Neither is Lukaku. No, neither is Lingard. The squad isn't working together. We've got fantastic individuals and a fantastic team. The players aren't working hard enough. They're not getting, and Mourinho's not getting the best out of them. So the players have to be blamed because the team Mourinho picks on Tuesday night against Derby, the team he picks today against West Ham, the team he picked last week against Wolves, that is capable of beating those sides. They're capable of beating those sides. So the players have to be blamed for that. But Mourinho has to be blamed for the way he sets them up, the formation, the tactics. I mean, what did we do in training? What did we do in training from Tuesday? One of the things you saw in Sir Alex Ferguson's day was we did get beat. We got beat 4-0 by West Ham once in the Carabao, the League Cup by when Sir Alex Ferguson was a manager. We did get beat when Sir Alex Ferguson was manager, but you always had a response. If you got beat, you would have a response. I remember it. I remember seeing it. If we got beat one day under Sir Alex Ferguson, the next match Manchester United would come back fighting. We'd come back and we'd win, and we'd send out that message. We'd get that momentum. It's gone for Manchester United now. You don't see it anymore. It's just poor, and I don't know whether it's the manager's fault or whether it's the players' fault, whether it's both. But as I said, you've got to say the players aren't playing well enough. They're not. They're not. They don't deserve to be wearing that shirt, and I don't think Mourinho's doing enough in terms of getting the best out of his players. And I feel like, well, you can't really change the whole team, but you can change the manager. It's easier to change the manager than it is to change the team. So I feel like Mourinho's on a fine wire now. When the whole Louis Van Gaal situation was going on, I'm going to be honest with you, I was never really Louis Van Gaal out. I was always sort of, support him. Same with Mourinho. I've always been supporting, back your manager. You always support your manager. You never always get behind the boys. But I'm starting to wither. I'm starting to think maybe it's time for Mourinho to go. You see people like Zidane, Pochettino, even someone like Klopp who doesn't win stuff, even Pochettino, they don't win stuff, but they get their team playing exciting football. I'm going to be honest with you, I wasn't looking forward to watching the West Ham game today. I really wasn't. I wasn't looking forward to watching the game against Derby on Tuesday. You know what I mean? It's just what is happening. It's not entertaining to watch Manchester United play football anymore. It really isn't entertaining to watch them play football anymore. I mean, I've got a few stats here. Manchester United have conceded 28 goals. Conceded 28 goals in the whole of the 2017-18 season. We've conceded 12 goals in 7 games this season. Yeah? We've almost conceded half as many goals we did in the season last year in 7 games. Last year, 38 games. This year, 7 games. Half as many almost. It's just that is awful. We've had the worst Premier League start after 7 league games, the same amount of points, which is 10, which we had under David Moyes after his first 7 games, and then that's the first 7 games where we played teams like Chelsea, I think, and stuff like that. So like what's going on there. We've got a negative goal difference, for God's sake. We're playing players out of position, like Scott McTominay playing at centre back. Okay, yeah, he wasn't bad, but he weren't good. You know, you've got players like Eric Bailly on the bench, who's the best centre back for our team, and we're playing bloody Scott McTominay at centre back. I just don't get it. Fred was our best player, probably one of our best players against Wolves at home at Old Trafford last Saturday. Yeah, he's not starting. He's on the bench. Then Pogba and Martial. Okay, yeah, they weren't great, but they're coming off. They're two players who can do something. You know, I mean, you don't see Lukaku ever coming off. Why? Because you know that Lukaku can always do something. Pogba and Martial, you know they can do something. They come off. Don't get it. You know, just look at the third goal today for West Ham. It's just so easy for Marko Arnautovic to get in there and have a go. It's just so easy. Like, it's Sunday league defending. It's just awful. There's no pressure. When we were 2-0 down at half time, I saw people saying, can United do the comeback? Can they do what they do? Do you remember that time we were 2-0 down against West Ham? We came back and won 4-2 and Rooney scored that hat-trick. Do you remember that? There was no way I was thinking that was going to happen. I just knew that United were going to maybe wither out and it would end either 2-0 or it would end 2-1 or 3-1. You just knew that Manchester United weren't going to respond, and that's what I'm saying. We're no longer the comeback kings. You no longer ever expect a response. After what happened at Wolves, after what happened at Derby, you expect a response. We don't ever get one. 2-0 down at half time, no response, nothing, no pressure. You never go, oh my God, West Ham are under the cosh here. Never. And it's just, I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to say. But it's not good enough, mate. It's not good enough. Manchester United aren't playing as well as they should be. And as I said, I don't know. I believe it's the players and the manager's fault. But you can't get rid of the whole team. Well, you can get rid of the manager. So I'm struggling. I'm always going to back Mourinho. I'm always going to support Mourinho. But is it time to say goodbye? Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna go now. We've got Valencia at home on Tuesday, and then we've got Newcastle at home next Saturday. We've got to get 2 wins there. We've got to get our season back on track because that was absolutely shit, and it's just made our week go from bad to worse. But thank you for watching. See you later.